So yesterday was not a good day. I just started crying. I was like, I can't do this. Plastic surgery, that seems a little dramatic. Jesus, I'm gonna be up all night for sure. My tooth fell off. Well, this will be a fun way to start off the vlog. I just accidentally deleted Monday's footage. To be honest, Monday wasn't a great day. I think I spent half the day crying anyway, so we're just gonna forget about Monday. It was November 1st. It snowed, almost on cue. Other than that, the day wasn't very notable. I cannot believe I just did that. Good morning. We've got banana bread inspired oats. I'm kind of caramelizing some banana in there right now. It smells absolutely insane. I've actually seen the trend of baked banana bread, or what am I saying? Baked oatmeal, where you put your oatmeal in the oven, which I haven't tried that yet. If you have any good recipes, let me know. I love a breakfast food, I really do. Doing my oats on the stovetop is like such a luxury. I feel like I always do it in the microwave, so when I go the extra mile to do it on the stove, I'm like, oh, work it in. Fancy today. I'm truly all out of my good toppings, so this is gonna be the most boring looking bowl of oatmeal, but the smell, the flavor, y'all, it's incredible. Don't doubt me. Where my oatmeal squad at? So yesterday was not a good day. I'm gonna just say it. I don't know why. I feel like I've been on like the brink of tears. Like the smallest thing can go wrong and I'll start crying. And I'm not normally like that. And yesterday I was literally, maybe it was what, like noon, and I was getting frustrated with something from work. I just started crying. I was like, I can't do this. This is dumb. I'm dumb. Like I just like, you know, when you start spiraling. So I needed a bit of a day. I took myself on a walk. I find getting out of the house, going on a walk, I'll get outside and I'm like, oh, I feel 50% better. So that was good, and I know that about myself. I know I have to I'm like a dog, I have to take myself on a walk. So I ended up getting what I needed to get done, and then I was like, the rest of the day, I'm off. I'm not doing it. I'm not in a good place. This isn't gonna be productive. This is just gonna be worse. So, I mean, I'm very lucky to be able to have that flexibility. And I invited my mom over. Moms just make everything better. We watched Cheaper by the Dozen too, and just like hung out, which really, really reset me. I don't know if it's like a combination of the seasons changing, and I know I'm already like naturally in winter, the worst version of myself, just because I don't know if it's like seasonal depression or just, yeah, literally like less light. I'm exposed to less light and vitamin D. But yeah, so I already know that about myself, but I do also feel like it's that coupled with, I know always by around like December, Christmas time, I need to take like 2 weeks off and fully have a proper vacation and like don't answer emails, don't do any work, and fully just let my brain go brain dead for a couple of weeks. So I think I'm just kind of like itching for that. But it's also, this is what was so frustrating. It's like, and I was trying to explain this, it's like, it's not that I'm feeling overwhelmed with my workload right now. It's actually very digestible and I feel like good with it and I'm actually excited for it. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like that I agree with, and that's what I feel like, but also on the reverse, it's like I'm also just done. I'm done. I have nothing left to give. Like it's almost like, I don't want to say burnout, but kind of. That's just where we're at right now. Like I said, I had a good night's sleep. I'm already feeling like 500% better. It's very weird because I am someone who I think has fairly stable moods and well, that's not true. I'm like definitely extreme highs and lows. But I feel like I never the lows aren't that bad. I don't know. Actually, maybe that's not a fair statement. Anyways, moving on. Today, it's a Tuesday. Looks pretty nice out. I mean, we got daylight savings now. That's kind of also, can we talk about this? Was it originally for farming and for farmers? Is that why it existed? Like for the crops? My thing is, if we're gonna add an extra hour of daylight, I would rather it be onto my evening. Like I would rather it be sunny out until 6 o'clock versus it's sunny at 7:30 in the morning. I don't know who I can talk to about that, but I have some thoughts. Oh my goodness, a successful day. I just had to do a bunch of shoots for a different campaign. Literally for the last like 5 hours, I think I just shot like 8 different looks. It was chaotic, it was successful, it was efficient. I feel like I'm back. It is a full 180 from how I was feeling yesterday. I'm feeling good. Also, jalapeno plant out there, officially taken down. I also have some herbs that I think I'm gonna dry out. Is that what I should do, or should I like put them in water in the fridge? I don't know, please advise. But these are the final jalapenos of the season, and then these are some underdeveloped green peppers. But look I still got quite a few little herbs. And then on top, look at my aloe vera was sprouting another plant, so I decided to make another little aloe vera plant. I just have a jungle going on, and that just makes me so happy. So the move right now, the sun is about to set. Love that time change, woohoo. But I do want to actually get some steps in. I've just been like working all day and I haven't actually gone on a walk or moved my body at all. So I'm gonna go on a nice little 25-30 minute walk, listen to a podcast, come back, eat some dinner. Tuesday. This is a Tuesday. Live, laugh, love, baby. Oh my gosh, we haven't had a pretty sunset in so long. Look at that. I love it. I don't want to experience any judgment for the amount of times I get fresh takeout in a week. Y'all know I'm the unofficial ambassador of fresh. I just love that place so much. I've got squash tacos. I've got a bunch of nachos here. It was like a happy hour special. It was $8. It made no sense. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. I literally worked through lunch. I'm just ready to dive into nacho goodness. Also, I need to yell because this is a crazy night and I've been shouting about this in real life to everyone in my real life friend group. I mean, not that you guys aren't my real life friends. Today is election day, and I have been sitting on my couch for the last 2 hours watching every live stream of all the live votes coming in. I'm freaking out. This is just a crazy day. This is one of the most historic nights. Like, I remember back in 2016 when Trump got elected. I remember my brother was home for some reason. He was here, or maybe I was on FaceTime with him. I was just like sobbing on FaceTime. And I'll literally never forget that day. And this feels exactly like that. I mean, the reality is I don't know if we'll have all the results in by now. By the time you're watching this, I mean, you'll probably know. This is insane. Anyways, it's such a huge part of my actual conversations and life right now. It would be a disservice to not acknowledge it in here and be like, oh my God, this is insane. This is election day. Jesus, I just hoping. I'm hoping. I'm gonna be up all night for sure. I'm not sleeping tonight. Ooh. Please, 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 please. Goodbye, Trump. So we still don't know who's president. I don't know how to feel about this information. I still have a pit in my stomach. So I think we just kind of gotta wait for all the mail-in ballots to be counted. I literally was up till like 4 a.m. last night. Okay, it's gonna be a good day today though. I've got a bake with Jack. I'm shooting today. I'm very excited about the food that we're making. We're making peanut butter cookies. Y'all know how I feel about a cookie. Shoot days are always the most fun because, I mean, that's the fun part of my job. I love making the actual videos. And then it's also fun because that means I'm busy, I'm filming, so I'm not gonna be on emails, hopping on meetings, doing phone calls, anything like that. So these are the best kind of days, truly. So, gonna do my laundry real quick, hop in the shower, and get ready to make some cookies. I love the fact that you guys let me have like a low budget cooking show, and you guys actually watch it. Okay, so just finished doing my makeup. I'm getting ready. Oh, there's that literal giant hair on the microphone. I thought I would show you guys how I do my slicked pony bun. Don't mind the noises. I've got my lovely mother assistant over today. I've decided to bake with Jax. I've just gotten too chaotic. We've got like 4 camera setups and I just need someone to help me shoot it. So shout out to Mama Forbes. Shout out to Mama Forbes. Mama Forbes. Do we have any thoughts from Mama Forbes? I'm not talking. How did I become such an attention-seeking human when my parents and everyone else in my family refuses to be on camera? Okay, so the key is a natural bristle brush because that makes the hair super shiny, and it also just, you know, if you have like a comb, you have like comb lines. So a more natural, fluffy, thin, like tiny little brush like this. I don't know what this brand is. Danny Co. I'm sure you can get kind of any brush. So there's basically 2 products that are actually like very essential. You need some type of hairspray and a matte pomade. I specifically am obsessed with this Way matte pomade. I think this one is fantastic. I'm not really picky about my hairsprays. I'll use whatever. This one just happens to be an OGX one, which is actually almost done. So I normally do this on like day 2, 3 hair. So you can put a bit of dry shampoo if you need it, but I find that I kind of like more of the like oily kind of slicked look. That being said, I do use a matte pomade. So do with that what you will. So what I kind of do, there's either like the low pony you can do. I've been liking like a mid-height one, and you can either turn that into a bun or a pony. Just like flip my nail backwards. Oh, that hurts. If you're doing a high pony, I would take these kind of front pieces and section them off and then just go like a regular pony. But for the mid-range, I actually like to keep it down on the part, and we're gonna slowly just kind of create the shape and hold a lot of tension. Like this hand is like doing the work, you know? I'm just gonna try to get the hair all going in the right direction. Cover my bald spot at the back there. I feel like I haven't given you a bald spot update. For any OG watchers, if you've seen, I don't even know what I've talked about it in. It's just like, if you know Sally. Basically, when I was hosting the red carpet at the MMVAs back in 2018, which was my literal dream come true. If you haven't seen that vlog, watch that. That's like, makes me cry every time. VAs. 2018 iHeartRadio MMVAs, we are coming for you. We're going orange for the red carpet. All of the fans got to like see everything. The true behind the scenes, getting like oiled up and everything. I think that's where the nerves are coming from, and I think that's a good thing. I think if you weren't nervous, then that means you don't care. And I definitely care.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2018 iHeartRadio MMVA for Red Carpet Fashion Feed. The red carpet is going
Shawn
crazy.
Mendes has arrived.
I am
a mess right now.
Your eyes are amazing and your brows.
Tyra, you have won best dress of the night.
Wait, really?
An overwhelming amount of votes for 5 Sauce.
It's a success. Done. Yes. We're over.
I just had this epic Ariana Grande high kind of pony in with lots of extensions, and there was so much tension. Like, it was a ponytail that, like, I had a headache immediately, and it looked incredible. So, like, honestly, no regrets. But okay, so once I have the initial shape, I kind of do a quick little hairspray, let that dry for a second, and then I'm gonna comb over it again. So, like, no regrets. The ponytail honestly looked fire, but I had the ponytail in from 7 a.m. the day of the event to probably 7 a.m. the next morning by the time I got home after all the after parties and celebrating, and the pony still looked fantastic. It hadn't budged. Basically, when I took out that ponytail, I had a giant goose egg on the crown of my head, basically where all the tension and all the extensions and bobby pins and all of that were. So I was kind of like, oh, that's a little alarming. It was like a golf ball size bump on the back of my head. I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. And I cannot explain. The relief that I felt when I took that out of my head was like just insane. So I'm just gonna go in, scoop a little, that much of the pomade. So I honestly didn't think too much of it. So I just like to put the pomade actually just like kind of on the part line just to really define it and make sure it stays nice and separated. I will say with this technique of this hairstyle is that you have to wash your hair the next time unless you're gonna do the same hairstyle, because there's no way to recover after putting all this in your hair. So yeah, at the time, honestly, I didn't really think much of it. I was like, oh, that's weird. I have a goose egg, but should be fine. Little did I know, a week later, it starts to scab over and it starts to deflate. And I kind of noticed that like it was scabbing and then some of the hair was falling out with like the little scab, but there was one main scab. The way that I describe how it looked, I do have photo and video evidence because I obviously had to take pictures and videos of it because I needed it for my personal archives. I don't know if I have the personal strength to post those online. I don't think I have enough self-confidence for you guys to see me at that level. But when I tell you it looked like a cat's literal butthole on the back of my head, that's what it looked like. It was like bald and like in a circle of baldness. Then there was this big scab in the middle with hair coming out of it, like through the scab. It was absolutely disgusting in every sense of the word. Like it was horrifying. I couldn't even see how bad it was until one day I was living with my parents and I was like, Mom, I think I kind of have a scab. Can you look at it? She's like, oh honey, you're kind of bald. And I was like, what do you mean? So already where like the actual ponytail was, that ring was baldness. So it was like a ring of baldness, but still hair in the center with the scab. Eventually, weeks later, the scab falls out with all the hair. We're talking like, I would say like a pinky size, like diameter of hair. So that's a pretty significant chunk of hair. And not only did it come out with the scab, the follicles were going through the scab. So I had like a chunk of scab, hair, the core follicles, and then indent in my head, just a giant bald divot in the back of my head. That's when I kind of started to get concerned and I was like, oh, this is not good / normal. So I went to my doctor, who then referred me to my dermatologist, who, oh, I've just missed some baby hairs at the back. That's so annoying. Getting distracted. I always do a little spray under the bottom and then quickly take the brush and then get all of those little wispies. So I end up going to the dermatologist. She's like, oh, maybe I can give you cortisone shots, like needles on the top of your head to try to stimulate new hair growth, but the follicles may be completely removed. Like, I don't know if you still have hair follicles in there, and if there's no hair follicles, I can't stimulate regrowth, so you're just kind of like screwed basically. So basically I did that. I was putting Rogaine, aka men's hair growth serum, on my bald spot every single night, and it just was a very humbling experience actually. So I end up going back after a few months for my follow-up. To no surprise, no hair regrowth. She's like, Jaclyn, this is a giant keloid scar on the top of your head, and there's never gonna be hair growth again. So I'm like, what? Never? This big. We're talking this big of baldness, right? I mean, I've covered it, so you're not gonna be able to see it. I've learned how to strategically, comb over. But I call her Sally the bald spot. She's a little unwell. Basically, the only other solution that my dermatologist could offer was just let it be bald, live with it, have a little breeze on the back of your head. Or option 2, get plastic surgery. And basically what they could do is they basically can make an incision on the circular bald spot and then stitch it together. So that way, at least it was like in a line, like on my part line. So it would basically be undetectable. And at the time, I was just like, plastic surgery, that seems a little dramatic. Like it was just like getting too intense for a stupid like ponytail incident. Alas, here I am 2 years later, honestly kind of regretting not getting the procedure. I also think it's something that I would have to pay for out of pocket, which I'm just like not trying to spend money on my bald spot fixing. And I'm like, if I'm gonna get any plastic surgery, like I don't want my first plastic surgery to be a bald spot removal. Like that just seems a little, it's just like so funny to me. Anyways, so that is the story. I name her Sally whenever, I'm out and I'm with friends and I'm like, oh, maybe my hair is moved, just Sally out. Like people are on Sally duty. It's fully a whole concept. So that is the story on how I birthed, unfortunately, birthed Sally. And who would have thought that a ponytail would have such a long-lasting effect on my life? I'm gonna insert the ponytail. The ponytail looked good. Like, should I regret it? I don't think I regret it though. Okay, so I don't know how much of a tutorial that was, but hopefully you can just learn from as I do. So there we go. That's the height of the ponytail. What you can do, if I'm like actually, say, if I was going out or if I was hosting something or, you know, trying to look like the best version of myself, what I would actually do is take some eyebrow powder and actually fill that in on my hairline. I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's an ashy, I think it's called medium ash or medium brown ash medium brown. One of those. I find ashier colors, especially if you have brown hair, if you pick something that's too red and warm, it will look unnatural. So I always tend to go for more of a gray, ashier color. So I'll just kind of fill in any of those sparse areas, and that will give you that like perfectly like defined, like you got a hairstylist to do your hair kind of look. Then what I like to do just on a personal level, if I'm gonna do an actual bun, I'll just do some type of like twist and like pin situation. For today though, I'm just gonna throw a scrunchie on it and call it a day. And I'm telling you, honestly, the magic is in this type of hairbrush. I'll link something similar on Amazon. I would not be able to do this as smooth if it wasn't for a brush like this. But there you go. That is my go-to hairstyle. I've probably worn this more than any other hairstyle. I think it's cute. It's simple. And it just kind of looks polished. Also, please send your condolences to Sally. I mean, not condolences. She's alive. She's thriving. Should I get the surgery? Okay, we're halfway through the baking. Honestly, these cookies are looking so good. I haven't made peanut butter cookies in a hot minute, and my house just smells so good. Got even more in the oven. I've made too much, honestly, right now. Oh, look at that. Look at that fork design made by yours truly. I can't wait for them to cool. I just want to eat one right now. Got a very exciting morning of Zoom meetings. Got a little cup of tea. That's my Google reminder, making sure I did not miss this call. Let's review these notes. Honestly, I have to say, something about a Zoom meeting versus IRL is just so much better. I think my biggest thing in life is efficiency, and I hate wasting time. It's like I want to be very conscious with each time or each moment that I'm spending. And that's not to say that I don't enjoy relaxing or taking a break, but that's a conscious decision that I'm like, now I'm on break time and I can do whatever. Or if I'm in work time or I want to be getting things done, then I don't want to be wasting that time. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not that I have a problem taking breaks, but if I'm in the flow of working, I hate wasting time. So all that to say that despite the genuine joy that IRL connection gives, there is so much time that is wasted on semantics. Is that the right word I would say? Let me Google that. I think that seems like a proper use of the word. We'll keep it in there. Whatever. There's just so much time wasted. And like commuting, getting places. Okay, I'm gonna map out a half an hour. I'm gonna take the subway, go there. Then you've got, 10 minutes of like catching up, saying hello, oh my gosh, small talk. And then you finally get into it and you really only have 20 minutes of productive, efficient work conversation. But now, plus your 30-minute commute back, you've got an hour and 20 minutes that's just down the drain. And I mean, I guess that is just like life, and there's obviously something to be said for being able to enjoy those moments as well. If I can get 8 big meetings done in an afternoon, whereas in real life I would have only got to do 2 maybe, I would much rather just get the 8 meetings done. I'm all about efficiency. This goes back to my core lesson of life, which is work smarter, not harder. That would have just been so epic if I'm like, and this video is brought to you by Zoom. Thank you, sponsor. Not sponsored by Zoom, but love me a Zoom meeting. Okay, I need to go. I need to get on the meeting now. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. Have a good day, everyone. Bye. Woo, woo, woo. Done and done. Honestly, hopping on phone calls and just talking to other humans is the highlight of my days these days.
Okay, the only excitement of this boring work day is I'm going to get my nails done. I've got shellac on them, but they're like lifting. Do you see that? And I'm trying to be really good about not peeling them off because I normally always peel off my shellac, but then it ruins your nails.
So I'm gonna go get them actually properly soaked off and removed healthily and then get them redone. And I'm so excited because it's been a busy day and I'm excited to have a little pampering. Okay, so the nails turned out way too epic. I need to like put this down. There we go. Happy Friday. I worked so hard this week to take this Friday off because I'm going to see Megan, my cousin, my soul sister, the love of my life, and she was away in England for 2 years. She's just done her 2-week quarantine and we're gonna go see her. And I might cry I don't know. I actually don't know what the energy is gonna be. I am so excited. I cannot believe I haven't seen her in real life for 2 years. So I'm heading back to Caledonia, my good old hometown, which is, for anyone not in Ontario, I mean, even if you're in Ontario, you might not know what Caledonia is. It's a small town kind of by Hamilton, which is where I grew up my whole life. So we're heading back to the good old Caledonia. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot explain it. Guys, this is the high school that I went to. Yeah, Blue Devils. Shout out to MPSS. MPSS? Oh, I thought I was saying too many S's. I walked through those doors specifically, every day for 3 years. Yee! We're pulling onto our street. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm unbuckling my seatbelt. Don't cry, oh god. I missed you so much. I love this. I'm not letting you go. Oh no, my makeup's too good to cry. Hello. I'm good. I'm good. Goodness, I did my makeup for you too. This poor guy is like bats too, like they're trapped. Get in there, Dana. So Danny, do you know how to ride a skateboard? Because your other foot needs to go the other way now. The front foot needs to be the other way. And then put your weight. Danny, don't die. You're too old for this. This is not gonna go well. I need to hook it up to my phone. Oh, he's going! Hey Dan, your front foot needs to be the other way now. Your feet should be parallel. My dad's not like other dads. He's a cool dad. Wait, Dan, actually he's like doing good. Do you know how to brake though? How do you brake? Look at him! How did he do that? Oh, Casey, nice dad. Oh, he's actually good. Why is he good?
Push down hard on the front. You gotta really push down.
Oh, oh, you need to give it a lot more.
Yes, really.
But I feel like this is a very awkward stance.
It is. And I know. Alright.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
And take your weight off and then push it again down harder.
I feel it, I feel it.
Oh, there you go, Jaclyn.
And then push it a little harder again.
Oh, he wants to go on it again. What a little show off.
He's so good at it.
He actually is though, that's what's annoying. How is he good at it? Also, Danny, why do you look like an 18-year-old? Like, how is this man 50? Yeah, get your motor running. Look at him, zoomy zoom. Nice. So Danny has mastered the Sapphire Pro. This is actually really annoying because he's better at it than I am. Also, Danny is my father. I just call him Danny, FYI. Oh, he's posing for the camera a little bit. He's doing it for the vlog. I didn't like that.
It's hard.
This is like a one big ad for the Sapphire Pro. Thank you to my Sport Check fam.
Too fast, too fast.
Stop! Oh my god. He's like, that was so fast.
Oh my gosh, oh, it's gonna go.
She's doing it. Oh no. Oh, know your limits, play within it. That's the takeaway. Danny!
Oh, he's gonna crack it.
So the brake doesn't work? Oh my god. Did you get that?
Did you crack your lens?
No.
Are you sure?
There's no problem. What do you mean? Why would you hurt? Jesus
I want to get the brake in.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going on that thing now.
You're leaning far enough to go.
You know what makes no sense? Maybe actually some educated skateboarders or snowboarders can tell me what's up. If I was to skateboard, I skateboard with my right foot forward, but then if I snowboard, I always am right foot back. So I'm opposite way. Shouldn't they be the same? Does that make any sense? I snowboard opposite to how I skateboard. Whee! Remember when I cried when I saw you?
Yeah, I cried too. You're the only one I cried for.
Oh, I'm not a crier too. It meant a lot to me.
I feel like a bird.
Back home. Toronto is so beautiful. I love it. So this is not good. If you've been following me for a long time, you might remember that this happens every like 3 years. My tooth fell off. I have it in here. Ever since I was maybe like 12 years old, these two teeth are very small. You can see how small my natural tooth is, and they don't match the rest of my teeth. So literally ever since I was young, I got two like veneers put on them, and they basically just like glue a little fake tooth on top, but they're supposed to last for like 10 years. And there's something about the bite on this tooth that like my bottom tooth always hits it weird. So for the past like 5 years, I had never had any problems with them growing up, but for the past 5 years, literally it has popped off every couple of years, and it's so frustrating. Thank God this popped off last night. Literally just like eating a regular little salad. It wasn't even crunchy. Thank God the veneer actually didn't get destroyed, so that way they can just like glue it back on. It is not good. Anyways, I just called the dentist and somehow someone just canceled, so I have to go. They have an appointment in 30 minutes, so I need to literally go run across town and get my tooth glued back on. Happy Saturday. As I literally jog here to make my appointment on time, I realized that this would have been a perfect opportunity to test out my skateboard, because that would have got me there super quick. I just don't know if I have the confidence to ride it on the downtown Toronto seats with like legitimately like streetcar tracks. So we'll see. Today would have been a good time, but instead I'm running. It's back on. This is, I think, honestly, the 5th time it's fallen off. And it's funny because I have these two. These two are both veneers. This one has never fallen off. This has been the same one since I was 12. I think it's the way I bite. The dentist here was amazing. Shout out to Richmond Street Dental. Y'all are real ones. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy it's back on. Literally last night, it fell off maybe at like 7:30, like when I was eating dinner. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I have something that I literally have to shoot this weekend and obviously not be missing a tooth for. So I was like, oh, this is not ideal. So I literally set my alarm to wake up as soon as the dentist opened. I called them, I was like, yo, any chance I could come in? Like my tooth fell off, it needs to get glued back on. And they're like, we're fully booked, we're not gonna get you in until Monday originally. Which I was like, okay, not ideal, because I'm gonna have to shoot this thing without a tooth, but whatever, at least it'll get fixed on Monday. And then I was like, if anyone happens to cancel today, can you let me know, because I'll come in right away. She literally calls me back 20 minutes later. She goes, I don't know if this is doable on your end, but can you come in literally 25 minutes? I was like, I'm coming. So that's when I left and just started running. Wow, feels so good. It's so irritating because there was so much glue. It was like sharp and cutting my tongue last night. Just feels good to have the tooth back on. Successful Saturday already, and it's only 9 a.m. So I'm currently breaking my one rule, which is no working on a Sunday. It's a Sunday and I'm working. I'm actually just sitting. I've been sitting for the last few hours going through some edits, approving some final videos, and catching up on some emails and trying to get ahead, because this next week is gonna be really busy. I'm trying to justify it because I took Friday off. I spent time with my family, so that's why I'm working on a Sunday. I have really tried to implement some boundaries, and normally I don't work on a Sunday. That being said, it is 7:30 and I need to make some dinner, so I'm gonna make my quick go-to 10-minute Jamie Oliver lemon pasta. I lost confidence with the name of that towards the end. This is the easiest recipe and I've just been kind of craving this. Okay, we're gonna boil some water. Whoa, what the heck is happening? Oh, now my house smells like gas. Okay, this recipe is literally so easy. So I'm gonna take a lemon. So we've got some lemon zest. I'm trying to like dirty the least amount of dishes right now. This is actually a one-pot pasta. It's very easy. Okay, so the juice of a whole lemon is going in as well. Salt, some pepper, garlic, a ton of basil. If you had fresh basil, that would be ideal. I don't. I'm gonna take a few oregano leaves in there as well. Then you're gonna wanna do about 6 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh no! Pasta almost overflowed, we've recovered. We're gonna add all of our nutritional yeast that we have left. And then I'm gonna do a fresh scoop of this kind of like garlic puree. And just mix it up. And then basically once the pasta's done, I'm gonna put this dressing on. I'm gonna put in some fresh arugula, mix it all together. There is our 10-minute dinner. Jamie Oliver, this one goes out to you. Great meals. Perfect. There's one way how I like to end my Sunday. It's with a nice warm bowl of pasta and my drying machine sounding like a flying saucer in the background. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this weekly vlog. I'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, follow me on Instagram, eat some pasta, and I'll see you all very soon.
Bye.